Hello and welcome to Football Everyday Euro 2012 edition, coming to you live from our studios here at Manara Star. PJ in the studio with me. I've got Randeep, Singh and Ian Yee. Hello boys. Okay, day 2 of the tournament saw a couple of gritty, tense matchups. So let's get straight into dissecting the action from last night's games. Opening match of Group B saw wasteful Holland suffer a shock defeat at the hands of unfancied Denmark in the first big upset of Euro 2012. Now, Randeep, we were pretty derogatory about the Danes on the show yesterday. Didn't give them a chance against the star-studded Dutch. In this one, they parked the bus and then go and score with their one good chance. A well-taken strike by Michael Daly. So this is why we love football, right, Randeep?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, who would have thought the Danish would have won? And
Yeah.
what you said is true. Wasteful Dutch. They were they missed like about 4 sitters.
Yeah.
And when Percy had an off day.
Yeah,
surprise.
He had an off day. So, Ian, lots of things went wrong for the Dutch, but I want to ask you, did you see any signs, any positive signs for the Dutch in that performance yesterday?
Definitely. I think the one positive sign would be the form of Snyder.
Yeah.
I think there's some wonderful passes, and I think once Van Persie finds his shooting boots, the chances will come. But I don't see them going that far, to be honest, because we look at the form of Robin. He's going to be a key player. He hasn't done too well. And then there are some doubts over whether Van Persie can deliver with the Dutch.
Yeah.
Snyder seems to be the only big player for them at the moment. Sure.
It's one of those games, like Randeep. Like we've seen it happen so many times in football before. After a while, you kind of felt that the Dutch were never going to score. Play another 90 minutes and they still wouldn't have scored. Right?
I mean, the only positives that they can get from the game yesterday is that they created chances, right? And the other thing is, well, I think it was the youngest player in Euro who debuted. Yesterday, Jethro Williams.
Yeah.
And that's the only positive they can get. But Robin, in my opinion, was guilty of being greedy.
He held on to the ball. He held on to the ball a lot.
And Huntelaar came in, did nothing much. But Boateng played well, and I think the keeper played well.
Okay. Well, I mean, this really leaves it all wide and open in that group anyway. Ian, where does this leave the World Cup runners-up with 2 tough games against 2 fancy teams, Germany and Portugal?
Yeah, it's not a good omen for them. It's not a good sign. I don't see them particularly being favorites in my eyes.
But having said that, Ian, the last time Holland lost in an opening game in Euro 1988 against USSR, they went on to win it.
Yeah. There's certain Marco van Basten in the team.
Absolutely.
I get how they would have wished for old Marco to be on the pitch yesterday. Okay, Ian, mate, last word on the Danes. Their most important win over Holland since the Euro 1992 semi-finals. How far can the Danes go?
No, I think
be nice, mate. Be nice.
Yeah. They're a very hardworking side. I think you got to give it to them. The back four is very compact, very physical, very strong. I think with the defender Simon Kjær, is it? He's a fantastic talent.
Yeah.
So
a lot of the big clubs have been looking at this.
That's right. So they're building from the back. So there's a very solid foundation there. They could spring a surprise or two, but probably won't make it past.
Well, when the pressure's off, you never know what can happen. Okay.
Exactly, yeah.
So in the evening group. In the evening game of Group B, Germany nicked it against Portugal courtesy of a 72nd minute header by that man Mario Gomez. Now, Randy, tight game, but in the end, 1 goal was enough to settle it. A deserved result for the Germans.
Germany deserved to win. Portugal were poor until Germany scored.
Yeah.
They only had 1 chance, which Pepe hit the underside of the bar in the first half.
So, lads, I want to ask you before we progress, was that a goal?
That was not a goal.
No,
that was on the line.
Yeah. Okay, good stuff. No goal line technology needed to sort that one out. Okay, so Ian, the match could have been a lot different had Pepe converted the chances. But what we did see was Portugal being as wasteful as the Dutch. Yeah. I mean, what's wrong with that man Ronaldo, mate? Another subdued performance from him.
I know, but if you watch the highlight reel, you kind of get the feeling that that's Ronaldo, right? He can deliver at the right time. He had a really good cross. He had some good shooting chances, and he worked the keeper. So that's what you're gonna get from him. He'll always work on these margins. He'll make the attempt. He'll make the effort. When it works out, it's a goal. When it's not, he looks wasteful. Yeah. So, but but that's what you're gonna get with him, and maybe that's why Portugal have been relying too much on him in these major tournaments, and probably that's why they're not getting anywhere.
Okay, yeah. Well, Portugal bringing in their dodgy qualification form into the tournament. Randeep, the Germans wasn't vintage Germany, but they did enough.
Germany, it's a 7-factor so far. 7 factors, 7 players from Russia played for Zenit Petersburg.
Right.
And 7 players for Germany played for Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
And they played well. Germany played well, but they were deserving winners. Yeah.
Okay. So last word, Ian. Portugal all to do in Group B. Can they get out of this group?
No, I don't see it happening.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
As simple as that, folks. Okay, we're going to take a little break for now, but when we come back, we're going to be previewing this evening's games, and I tell you what, there's some really tasty ones, so keep it locked right here on Football Every Day. We'll be right back. Hello there, welcome back to Football Everyday Euro 2012 edition. I'm your host Zack, in the studio with me. We got Randeep and Ian. Okay boys, tonight's opening Group C encounter is a tasty one between Spain and Italy. Randeep, mate, all eyes will be on the favourite Spain to see if they can kick off their Euro campaign in winning fashion. But before the game, already there's been a bit of drama in the Spanish camp, a bit of a soap opera brewing there, mate.
Yeah, well, it's the Mourinho factor.
Yep.
Mourinho is coming to watch the game today, and he says that he's got to look after his Spanish-based Real Madrid players.
Yes.
And there's friction between Mourinho and Xavi in the earlier El Clasico. So yeah, tasty.
How do you think this is going to impact the Spanish? And everyone's looking at them to set the bar as far as flamboyant football and all that's concerned. Do you think that it would be a distraction with all this Clasico hoo-ha going on?
You can't deny that there is tension.
Yeah.
But on the pitch, right? Spain play the best football in Europe or in the world, maybe. Yeah. And Spain sets the benchmark, right? And I'm curious to see. They are my tip for the Euros, right? And I'm curious to see how they play today in the first game, because coming against Italy has got absolutely no pressure. Okay, everyone expects Italy to not to do well. So I'm looking forward to this game.
Okay, interesting to say the least. Well, Ian, you got your Spanish shirt there, but I'm gonna go Italian on you, mate. Much of the Azzurri's hopes, right, gonna rest on controversial City forward Mario Balotelli. Can the man deliver? And is it really wise to lay your hopes on a dude that, erratic
cannon,
to say the least, right?
Yeah. No, I think he's going to be key for them, definitely. And I think, in fact, he will be key in this game. The two Marios, Mario Gomez and Mario Balotelli, they're going to be key in this tournament, because you need players like that. Big old lumps in front, but they got some skill. They can deliver right at the right time.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Have you seen Balotelli take a penalty?
Yeah, it's super.
No worries at all.
I'll tell you what, I've not seen Balotelli miss a penalty.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
So that's what you need. I think this game, Italy's going to spring a surprise. Because they can defend really well. They're going to set up stall. They do that best. And they could probably nick a goal through Balotelli. Pirlo is going to be patrolling the midfield. He can play it. He can mix it up with Xavi. No worries.
And the Italians have got things to prove because of the betting scandals and all that.
Exactly.
So you think all the controversy that Italians have taken into this tournament, it could have a galvanizing effect?
Absolutely.
It's nothing new to them, is it? They've been there. They've done that.
Okay, well, brilliant stuff. Well, I tell you what, right, the last question about this is, I want to talk about Spain again. We're looking at some of their midfielders. I think David Silva, could he be key in tonight's game?
If he plays, yes.
Yeah.
Xavi, Iniesta. Well, Iniesta is the main player, right in the middle, and it depends on him. And Silva, Iniesta, Xavi. Wow, what a midfield!
Yeah.
Fabregas can't even get a look in.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, I guess it's going to be a cat and mouse this one. You can expect the Italians to do the Catenaccio style. And then maybe do a Denmark, I tell you what.
That's right.
One not to miss. Okay, following that, we got another tasty matchup in Group C. It's between Croatia and Ireland, sorry. tell you what, Randeep, man, this game already has a make or break kind of feel to
Yeah.
it. A very important game for both teams.
Croatia starts as favourites,
Yeah.
but the Irish, from what I know, are in a very relaxed mood. And they've got players who are reaching the prime of their careers. I think it'll be the last championship for people like Richard Dunn, Shea Given,
Damien Duff.
Damien Duff.
Yeah.
So they want to go out, with a bang.
Yeah. Robbie Keane as well.
And Robbie Keane, yeah.
So I'll tell you what, the Irish, no expectation. And as we've seen many times before in football here, when you have no expectation, you tend to be more relaxed. You're more relaxed, you tend to play half decent football.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I really don't see the Irish doing much in this game. It's going to be a really
no
boring game, I think.
shamrocks, no lucky shamrock going to help them.
It's going to be so boring, right? Is anybody going to watch this game?
I'll be with,
I mean, yeah, I'll watch it, but-
with a pint of Guinness.
I tell you what, boys, this game is interesting to me for the very reason that it's a chance to see two different styles of football. Okay,
Yeah.
I put it to you, Trapper Tony, mate. This guy is a master tactician.
Yeah.
Could he concoct a scheme to allow Ireland to maybe stifle Croatia? Obviously, everyone's looking at
Yep.
Croatia favourites for this one. You know.
Yeah, which is why I think it's going to be a really boring game. That's exactly what Trapattoni is going to be doing, right? Especially because I mean, there's been some talk about Jelavic as well. You know him very well as an Everton fan, right?
Love the man.
Yeah, but they're saying that if he can be crowded out of certain games
Yeah.
against
Yeah.
Teams that are defensive, he tends to get lost. Against the bigger teams like United, when he gets a bit more space, he shows his quality. So up against a team like Trapattoni's team,
Yeah.
he's gonna struggle.
Okay. Well, Randeep, Croatia looking at Modric to pull the strings for
Yeah.
them. Now, a lot of pressure on Luka Modric's shoulders. Can the playmaker deliver? I mean, this is a big stage. All eyes on him.
Well, he's got talent, no doubt about that. And Modric, in my eyes, I think that he holds the key for Croatia. They lost their striker last week.
Olic, yeah.
Olic from Bayern Munich, right? And I think Modric is going to be the key, and he's going to hold the team together. If he doesn't perform, Croatia they're going to struggle.
Okay. Well, this is the group of death, right, lads? I mean, this group, looking at it, the first win is key. But Ian, you've been very derogatory about the Irish, and I want to know why, mate. Because their qualification has been trouble-free.
Yeah.
I think they did really well to get here, albeit they had to go via the playoffs. Do you not give them any hope whatsoever, mate?
I don't. I think they do have some hope. They can spring a surprise or two. It's just that with the style of football they're playing, I'm not gonna be looking forward to it. I don't think I'd be particularly enjoying.
Yeah, they're going to be hard to break down.
enjoying that game.
They're going to be hard.
Well,
to
we
beat.
said this about the Greeks, and the Greeks put on the show.
Oh,
so
exactly,
that's okay.
yeah,
Anyway,
that's right.
lads, pleasure talking to you as always. I will be seeing you on this show very soon again. So until tomorrow, this is Football Everyday Euro 2012 edition. Enjoy your football. See you soon.